Stallions. I just wanted to show you a new song. It's called the Chocolate Song. And before we start singing the song, I wanted to talk to you about how Mexican hot chocolate is different than our hot chocolate we drink here in the United States. So Mexican hot chocolate, as you can see in the screen, this little box here, you may have seen this at the grocery store. It's either by the Ibarra brand right there, or Nestle has one called Abuelita, which means little grandma. And they're the same. They taste the exact same. But anyways, that is going to have discs of dark chocolate, kind of bitter chocolate inside of it, wrapped up little discs, probably 7 fit in a box or 8. And what you do is you take that disc and you put it in a pot of boiling milk. Okay, so we do not use just water and the little envelope packet to make Mexican hot chocolate, but instead we use milk and then one of these discs, and you are going to drop it into the boiling milk, and then you're going to use this instrument down here called a batidor, or it's called a molinillo. See how it's made of wood, and it has this little ring that moves. And so you put your hands together as if you're making friction with your hands, like to warm your hands up, with that instrument in the middle, and that whips, and you make a stirring motion, and that stirs up the pot and makes it frothy and yummy. If you don't have one of those, you could use a mixer, you could use a whisk, a metal whisk. And what makes the difference so much in the taste is that it has cinnamon in it. It has a lot of cinnamon, and it's dark chocolate, like I was saying. So it might be a little more bitter than you're used to with your hot chocolate. So it actually is not that unhealthy for you when you think of it that way, since it has dark chocolate and it has real milk. But then, of course, when you top it with whipped cream, then that whipped cream doesn't have much sugar in it either. So anyways, it's a big part of the culture. It's very common to drink hot chocolate in the morning for breakfast during the colder seasons, and with some pan dulce, which is like a pastry. So I just wanted to teach you the significance of the hot chocolate in Mexican culture. You see beautiful cup in the background. And then you see another example there. And then the other thing that's really kind of fun about this song is it teaches you the first verb you're going to learn, which is bate. Bate chocolate. That means whip up the hot chocolate, because that's where you're going to be making that friction with your hands. Whip up the hot chocolate. Batir, the verb batir, means to whip up. So this is the command, whip up the chocolate. The other thing about this song is it teaches you obviously the numbers, 1, 2, 3. We want to work on our pronunciation. 1, 2. Notice my dos is nice and soft. I'm not doing a hard D. I'm doing more like a TH-ish sound. 1, 2, 3. Not trace. We're not going to trace, right? We're not tracing. It's tres. And then it goes into the sílabas. A sílaba is a syllable. And so we have cho, and then we have go, and then we have la, and then we have te. And we're working our pronunciation, of course. So remember, the o is nice and round. You make that little o with your lips, cho, and go, and la, and te. Now listen to the way I say te. I'll say it now in English, te. Do you hear all that air coming? I'm going to do the air puff test. Put my hand in front of my mouth. I'll say it in English, te. And there's all this air that goes on my hand. Now I'm going to say in Spanish, te. I make kind of a D sound when I say it. It's a different pronunciation. The T is not pronounced the same in Spanish. So we'll work on our T pronunciation all school year. And I'll say, get that a handout. Let's do the air puff test. And we'll do it together in class on our Zoom meets. And if you feel a lot of air coming on your hand, you've done it wrong, right? So instead of taco, it's taco. Do you hear the difference? Not taco, taco. Not tamal or tamale, like you'd say in English. It's tamal. A tamal is a tamale. Okay, I'll do tortilla instead of tortilla. It's tortilla. All right, on with the show, on with the song.
1, 2, 3,
Cho. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, la. 1, 2, 3, te. 1, 2, 3, cho. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, chocolate, bate, bate, chocolate. Chocolate, bate, bate, chocolate. Otra vez. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Otra vez. Cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, chocolate, bate, bate, chocolate, 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 bate, bate, chocolate, chocolate, bate, bate, chocolate. Uno, dos, tres, cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Otra vez. Cho. Uno, dos, tres, co. Uno, dos, tres, la. Uno, dos, tres, te. Chocolate, chocolate, bate, bate, chocolate, 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 bate, bate, chocolate, 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 bate, bate, chocolate. Bravo, Stallions. Excellent. Gracias.